Hello and welcome to ShortStuff. ShortStuff is a series of short videos that address no particular order of things, in no particular sequence. They're just observations and musings that I have about particular things that happen in my life, and I hope they have some use to you as well in terms of getting a different perspective on how you're living your life. So welcome. And thank you for joining me. I'm Iris Whitelock and I have a business called Art of Life Coaching, where I work with people to get joy and energy and life force back into their lives. Too often we get to a point where we have lost all that, and sometimes the trajectory to that point has been quite gradual. There might have been a lot of things that we think explain it, like illness, loss in the family, having young children, so you're not getting enough sleep, those sorts of things. So what was interesting to me, today I came across a letter that I'd written to my siblings about when I had a hysterectomy 12 years ago. And what was interesting to me when I read it, there were a whole lot of things I'd forgotten about it, the medical terminology and that kind of thing. And it's not been an issue in my life since then. I had checkups for cancer over several years and was delighted when I was declared clear and I didn't need to go back to them anymore, to the specialist. But the thing that stood out for me in this letter was how unhappy I was at a real kind of hopeless, not suicidal level, but as a, oh my God, life is so hard. And I realized, one line in there was saying how I've been tired for years. And what was interesting to me is that I no longer have that perspective. So suddenly looking back and seeing where I was at that time was a really useful reflection. And I realized, gosh, that was 12 years ago. That was before I'd discovered art therapy, before I'd even had the job that I eventually left because I had had enough of admin and couldn't find any creativity in it. So it was, how long ago now? 2 years after I'd had that operation that I got the admin job that I eventually left because of the lack of creativity and the lack of agency and all those sorts of things. And where I actually took the step to get out of the that awful kind of bogged space that you can get into. So it's been a very interesting journey, and reflecting on that, I think, well, isn't that fabulous that the work that I can bring to people has worked on me? So the art therapy that I use, I know at the time I felt had fantastic potential for being able to help other people because it was helping me so much. And what I treasure most is the amount of joy that I've been able to allow into my life. It's always been there, but I just couldn't connect with it. I've had a fair amount of spiritual growth as well, which has been quite difficult for me to talk about because it's something that I had pushed away for so long, for so many years. So if there's a message from this little ShortStuff recording, what I'd like to say to you is have a look at your life and have a look at whether you are, as one person put it, playing full out. That doesn't mean full energy in terms of that busyness, but whether you are able to fully express yourself in your work, in your relationships, in your creativity. Are you playful? Do you allow yourself to enjoy your life, or has it gone a bit sort of dull and brown? I'm just thinking of the, when people have cataracts, apparently there's a kind of brown film over most of what they see. And it's kind of spiritual and emotional cataracts, I suppose, that we can suffer from sometimes. So anyway, have a look at that and see what you can do about it, because it's not a way to carry on living. You don't want to continue with that. So yeah, find help, find someone who will uplift you, not necessarily just provide counselling, or because sometimes that just doesn't cut it. I know I felt like I was sort of churning around in mud when I first went into any kind of counselling. I didn't feel seen or met. So I mean, I have some ideas. If you're interested in connecting with me, I can certainly listen to you and point you in the right direction, and help you get away from to live into the potential that you have to have a good, fulfilling life. So here endeth the what do you call it, the lecture, I suppose. I didn't want it to be a lecture, but anyway. Okay, so till the next time, see you later and take care. Bye.